afternoon and namaskar. The Earth News Ladakh Bulletin welcomes you all, friends. So friends, here are the today's Ladakh news. LG of UT Ladakh Vinay Kumar Saxena today visited the Kushok Bakula Rinpoche Airport to review the progress of the upcoming new terminal building being constructed at an estimated cost of rupees 640 crores. The LG reviewed the facilities at the new terminal building including baggage, consoles, waiting lounge, public amenities and the parking space. The LG informed that the state-of-the-art terminal spread over approximately 19,000 square meters is being developed as a 3-level structure and will be completed in 2 phases. Phase 1 includes the construction of the 20 check-in counters and inline baggage handling system, that is BHS, provision for a 700 rooftop solar power system, 2 arrival consoles, 15 lifts and 12 escalators, and in phase 2 the existing old terminal building will be demolished to facilitate the construction of an apron along with 4 additional aircraft bays and 3 aero bridges. Need for efficient healthcare delivery and improved institutional preparedness. Chairman and Chief Executive Councillor of the LHDC, Dr. Mohammad Jafar Akhund, said that maintaining high standards of the cleanliness, service readiness and administrative coordination remain essential as District Hospital Kargil prepares for the forthcoming visit of LG VK Saxena. Dr. Akhund was speaking during an inspection of the hospital undertaken to review arrangements and assess the overall preparedness of the institution. Conducting a detailed round of the premises, the councillor examined the condition of wards, availability of essential medical equipment, and the functioning of the various departments. During interactions with Chief Medical Officer Dr. Abbas as well as medical and administrative staff, Dr. Akhund reviewed staffing levels, infrastructure readiness and the operational status of the critical services. He emphasized that both the routine healthcare delivery and the emergency response systems must remain fully functional and responsive, particularly in light of the upcoming high-level visit. In an effort to support the well-being of personnel deployed in demanding terrains, a 3-day morning meditation and yoga program is organized for officers and jawans of the Indo-Tibetan Border Police at Mahabodhi International Meditation and Yoga Center in Leh. Approximately 100 ITBP personnel participate in these sessions, which is designed to address the physical, mental, emotional and spiritual challenges associated with services in high altitude and high stress environments. The initiative focuses on promoting holistic health and resilience among the participants stationed in the Himalayan region. The meditation and interactive discourse sessions are conducted by Bhikkhu Sanghasana, founder and spiritual director of the center. Speaking on the occasion, Bhikkhu Sanghasana convey his appreciation for the armed forces, acknowledging their dedication in safeguarding the country under challenging conditions. He emphasized that meditation and yoga could serve as supportive tools in enhancing inner strength and composure among personnel operating in extreme cold and high altitude areas of Leh Ladakh. A plantation drive is carried out at the Stock Assistant Training Institute, Kubarthang, with officials and trainees joining efforts to promote environmental sustainability and expand green cover in the region. The initiative is conducted under the supervision of Chief Animal Husbandry Officer Kargil, Dr. Gulzar Hussain, who inaugurated the program by planting saplings within the institute and adjoining farm premises. Nearly 200 saplings of various species are planted during the drive. These are procured from the Forest Department with support from Divisional Forest Officer Shakil. The plantation activity witnesses active participation from doctors, departmental officials and trainees who plant saplings across different sections of the campuses. Addressing the gathering, Dr. Hussain underscored the role of plantation efforts in addressing climate concerns, enhancing biodiversity, and securing ecological balance. He calls for sustained initiatives of this nature to foster environmental awareness, particularly among younger generations. The district administration reviewed the status of irrigation channels across Kargil with emphasis on timely restoration, improved assessment mechanisms and long-term water management strategies to support agricultural activities. The meeting, chaired by the Additional District Development Commissioner Ghulam Mohammad JKAS at the NIC Hall in Baru, brought together officials to assess both minor and major irrigation khulls which form the backbone of the region's agrarian economy. Officials informed the chair that mechanical assistance would be deployed wherever feasible to clear blockages and undertake restoration works in damaged channels. The administration also deliberate on introducing a uniform format to assess damages and requirements, with a decision taken to adopt a standardized mechanism for better coordination and planning also. The inaugural day of Poshan Pakhwada 2026 was observed at the District Commissioners Conference Hall in Leh, marking the beginning of a fortnight-long campaign aimed at promoting nutrition and early childhood development across the region. Organized by the Development of Social and Tribal Welfare under the ICDS, the program aligned with the national launch held at the Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. The event, led by the Union Minister for Women and Child Development, Annapurna Devi, was attended virtually by officials and stakeholders in Leh, linking the district level initiative to the nationwide campaign. This year's theme, Maximizing Brain Development in the First 6 Years of Life, places emphasis on the critical role of the nutrition, care and early learning in shaping a child's cognitive and physical growth. The campaign will run from April 9 to April 23, covering all Anganwadi centers across Leh district. Official outlined that the fortnight will feature a series of targeted activities focusing on maternal and child nutrition, early stimulation for children aged 0 to 3 years, and play-based learning for those between 3 to 6 years. Efforts will also be directed at reducing screen exposure among young children and encouraging community participation to strengthen Anganwadi services. So friends, we will meet later with more updates and information. Thanks for keep watching us. Thank you so much and good afternoon.